So when I think about that subject, it's a little complex because everyone's a little different in what situation they might find themselves in when it comes to healthcare. If we think about affordable healthcare, when people are financially low income and they are able to sign up for government assisted health care. And for most, it's free. And that would seem to most people, I think, wow, well, that's really nice to be able to have free health care. And it is. But it also has its challenges. It's not that simple. So people that are using this affordable health care also have the challenges of, for instance, going to this affordable health care, whether it's being able to make an appointment. But if you're sick and you live alone and you have this free health care, people might say, well, you can call for a ride. Well, true, you probably could. But I know when I'm not feeling well, I'm not really up to making phone calls and arranging appointments and things like that. And so it's still a challenge to even get to the appointment. And then I think about, I've seen this, once a person gets to their appointment, they're challenged with advocating for themselves many times. There's a feeling of, well, I'm not really worth that much. I have this free health care and I am depending on you for this, and so I really shouldn't ask a lot of questions, so I shouldn't go into detail about what I'm experiencing. Or you might not even just think along those lines. You have an expectation that the doctor's going to ask you all the right questions and be done with your appointment, and never addressed some of the issues that you were facing. So it's a mix. It's definitely not just about being affordable. And with all those types of things, relationships play into it as well. Myself, I have experience with advocating for people in the doctor's office. It's been interesting sometimes to see how maybe people present when they go to an appointment, that they are treated differently sometimes if they don't have an advocate there to stand up for them. I've seen people dismissed, and maybe things are assumed about them. And so it's not one size fits all type of solution for sure. The other thing I think about when the relationship between the two is when you are also in poverty financially, you have maybe given food stamps or things like that to help you purchase food. But what happens is the foods that are affordable are usually not the foods that you should be eating to keep healthy. The foods that are the most healthy aren't affordable. And so it's a kind of a vicious circle that it plays with them, and to get out of that situation. So when we think of what's the incentive to getting out, that presents another complexity. When you're taking, when you're having health care that's provided for you financially, and then you try to increase your income through maybe different employment, you may find yourself also not being able to afford your own health care. Same thing with the foods that we should be eating. It's not always easy to afford the foods that will bring us the most health. And so it's more complex than people think, but it definitely is something to consider when we are talking about that relationship. It's not as black and white as people might think.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content of this video, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Don't forget to leave your thoughts on this topic in the comment section below. To learn more, click the links in the description below. Have a great week.